Hello, beautiful family. Yes, indeed. Welcome to Integrate and Elevate. This is our follow-up call to our Embody Your Ascension Summit. Some of you were present at the summit. Some of you were present at the live event. Some of you are just here because you wanted to show up tonight, and I'm so grateful to each and every one of you. I'm just clearing the field now with some Palo Santo. Yeah, so let's all go into the chat. Tell us where you're beaming in from. Heather, that message was sent to me directly. Yes, beloved. This is my friend Ishel Prisma we're listening to. She had such beautiful music, beautiful lyrics. She has given me permission to use her music in our portal videos, and I'm so deeply honored to share it with you. Montreal, Canada. Amazing. Hello, Noelle. Yes. Ventura County, Vermont. Yes, beloved. Hi, Linda Joy, Ohio, Washington, Philippines. Oh, yes. Amazing. Welcome. Hello, Camilla. Well, Kayla's here. Yay. All right. San Jose, Occidental Festival, California. Amazing. Yes. Lots of California. Yes. Hello, Michelle. Amazing. Happy to have you. Ooh, Portugal in the house. Welcome. Yes, amazing. Wow. All right, beloved. Teach us how to love each other. Welcome. Amazing. All right, beloveds. I am so happy to be here with all of you tonight and see your smiling faces. And I'm just so excited to share with you what it feels like to move into a new place. Like this 1111 portal was so powerful, and each and every one of us experienced it in different ways. And I know that there's been a lot of miraculous things that have happened this week, and we're going to be sharing some of those a little bit later. And so I wanted to just open the space by dropping into our heart field together. And so let's just take some deep breaths. Hello, welcome. Hi, Daisy. Dropping into our heart space, in through the nose, out the mouth. Circular breathing. We're just letting go of everything that it took to get here tonight, the to-do list afterwards, and dropping into the present here and now in this moment. Yes. And with each inhale, I want you to envision what it is that you're calling into your life. We've done a lot of work this weekend through the summit, through this portal, and it really is about what we are calling into our lives. And we're going to integrate that. We're going to embody that together tonight. So I want you to picture one of your biggest dreams in this moment. And I want you to begin visualizing when you accomplish that goal. Picture that moment in time and space right now. When you get to that place, when you get to that accomplishment, who is with you? Who are you surrounded by? Where are you at when it happens? What are you wearing? What do you look like? How do you walk? How do you talk? What's different about you in that future self than your present self right now? Begin to feel what it feels like to be in that moment. Are you excited? Are you elated? Does it feel natural? Like it was all meant to be and aligned and synchronized? Hmm. And now allow yourself to really embody the energy and the frequency that you're feeling in that moment. Feel it in your body now. Make it real, make it visceral. See what's around you. Smell the smells. Hear the sounds. You want to really experience it in your body as if it is happening in this present moment, and feel the overwhelming gratitude for this moment in space and time. Yes, 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 yes. And coming back into this present moment, feeling that energy pulsating through your body, feeling that frequency enlivening you in this moment, filling you with light, with compassion and love and excitement and sheer gratitude and appreciation. And I invite you to embody this frequency, embody this energy anytime you are focused on what it is you're creating. So you think of something and you can return to this practice where you envision that moment when you reach that goal or you accomplish that thing that you want to create. Yeah. Yeah. And begin to come back into this moment. Beautiful. Well done, family. Thank you. Yeah. How did that feel? Let me know in the chat. I would love to see how that felt in your body. Like perhaps bring some words, like what was the visceral feeling? Maybe tell us who were you with? Where were you at when it happened? It was extremely powerful for me. It felt free. Yeah, amazing. I was on a tropical beach with my family and I opened my phone and I saw my bank account. And I was like, oh, look at that. That's exactly what I was calling in by this time. Financial freedom and sitting on a tropical beach as I received that abundance. And so I smelt the ocean air. I felt the breeze on my face. I felt the warm sun on my body. I saw my friends and my family around me, and we all did a group hug because we were so excited and grateful. I definitely needed that calming experience tonight. Thank you, Andrea. That was amazing, Diana. Thank you. Yeah. Anybody else want to chime in? You can share there. All right, beloved. So let's move on to our beautiful presentation slash experience tonight. We are going to have some really experiential things as a community together. And so I'm really excited to share this with you. So today is all about integrating and elevating. And again, some of you were in the summit, some of you may not have been, some of you just saw the Zoom link on Facebook today. I welcome each and every one of you. So what does integrate mean? It means combining two things so that they become whole. So integrating our higher self into our physical body is an integration experience. And so we did some of this work during the summit, and we're going to be doing a lot of this work during the Ascension University Level 1 course. So another definition is bringing people or groups with particular characteristics and needs together into equal participation in a membership of a social group or institution. And, you think of like school or some kind of education. And really, it is about having time to integrate our prior experience that allows us to deepen our understanding of the information and embody it in our daily lives. So we can go through a process of learning, and it's important to remember to return to what it is that we learned and really see how we've integrated it into our life, how we've actually utilized the knowledge and the wisdom and the tools that we received. And so we're elevating together. This is to lift up and make higher, right? We're elevating our frequency and our energy. So how's everybody feeling tonight? I want to see that in the chat too. Like, where are you at? Like, some people experienced a big dip this weekend, right? Because we had a super powerful 1111 portal and our energies were so elevated and the frequencies were really high. And so it's perfectly natural to experience a dip. And so I want to invite all of us to raise our vibration and our frequency again this evening. So it also means to raise in rank or status and to improve morally, intellectually, or culturally, and to raise our spirits. So when we elevate here, we are all here to elevate one another with nurturing support and fierce accountability so that we all rise into our new earth leadership together. And that's what we're going to do during our Ascension University. So we are all here to rise together into our new earth leadership. And then activating, right? So we're activating as well to make something reactive or more active and to set up an organized group of a necessary personnel with necessary personnel and equipment. So as we come together as a community, we're all receiving tools to put into our tool belt, and that's our equipment, right? So we're going to be putting an individual or a unit into active duty. We have to take strategic action towards our goals and our dreams. And we're going to do that collectively within our sacred container of the 1111 Ascension University. So as we activate ourselves and each other with the knowledge and wisdom necessary to elevate into selfless service to others. So who here feels the need to be in service to others? I know a lot of us, I've got little like cakes flying at me here in the chat box. Amazing. Okay. Yeah. Who here is in service to others? And it could just be your child or your parent or whatever. So D Bright Light is raising her hand here. If you want to say something in the chat, and we're going to open the call up a little bit later to everyone as well. I did feel a dip this week after the summit. Massive dip, says Emma. It was my birthday on the 12th and it was so intense. Well, happy birthday, sister. Yeah. Birthdays are a transformative moment. Sometimes they're not so easy. Like, what did I do this year? And just remember your blessings. Remember exactly what it is that you are grateful for and keep embodying that. And the birthdays are a great reminder when that solar return happens for us. So, Emma, we can hear more a little bit later of what that meant for you. I feel really calm. Definitely felt a dip, especially since my partner was not tuned into the portal. Yeah, right. So if we're doing this interpersonal work, it doesn't always mean that our blood family is with us. So yes, wanting to be in service. Yes. Yeah. Okay. Amazing. All right, beloveds. So I wanted to just remind you that everything that was a part of the summit. Those of you who weren't in the summit and you made it to this call, you are getting an extra special little gift here, because we want to share with you that you can access our summit dashboard. And this includes all of the replays, as well as our portal videos, our play sheets, our contributor freebies. All of them can be accessible on our summit dashboard. And because you're on this call, you can get that link right now in the chat. You can also access our university website and book a session with me, my free Sacred Success session. This is a half-an-hour session to see if the university is a right fit for you. And I'm going to go into that a little bit later. We'll also be in Egypt for a sacred pilgrimage for our tour next year on 11/11. We'll be taking 20-day pilgrimage, and we'll be at the Temple of Isis on 11/11/2024. So you can find out more about that by going to the website page right there. Also, we have a feed forward form that I just want to presence to each and every one of you, because your insights and suggestions are really valuable to us, and it helps us grow and learn what it is that you want. Maybe there's some content that you would like to learn about, or there's something in particular that didn't quite work for you. We want to know what those things are, because how to better ourselves and rise into our leadership even further is to get real, legitimate, authentic feed forward from those who are participating and a part of these containers. So please, we invite you to fill out the form. The link is in the chat. We're also going to add that to the Summit dashboard, so it's easily accessible for you. Yeah. So Susan says, astrologically, it's an intense time right now. Yes, it is. So we just went through the new moon in Scorpio, which really invites us to look at our shadow side, to really see what needs to come to light so that we can transmute it and shift it. And so we did a lot of this work on Friday last week of day one for the summit, and it's a continual process, right? So this particular new moon really invited us to look within, see what it is that's standing in our way, and utilizing the tools and practices that will help us make those shifts. And it's so important to do that when the astrology is aligned to help us do that, right? Because we are all made of water, and so we are moved by the moon just like the ocean tides are. So the full moons and the new moons definitely affect us, and to acknowledge that and recognize that and be gentle with yourself when it is intense. A good reminder is just to always be gentle with yourself. If you need to rest and take that time out, then I invite you to do that for yourself. It's important to remember that. Maybe journaling, maybe doing some kind of thing that lights you up, whether it's going out in nature or walking barefoot on the ground or going somewhere where there's running water, because the negative ions from the ocean or the river or waterfall really helps us clear our energy and help calm our nervous system. And so when there's a really intense portal, it's important to remember what calms my nervous system. There's all kinds of tinctures as well for adrenal support, and teas as well that can assist you in the calmness, right? We like the magnesium, the actual calm drink. It's an anti-stress drink. You just add it to warm water, and it's really helpful, especially right before bedtime. So all these little things that can help us. All right, beloved. So I wanted to also move into some of what I'm inviting you all to do tonight. So part of this integration is really discovering some of our aha moments that we experienced during the summit. If you weren't a part of the summit, what was some of the aha moments you had through this 11/11 portal? For those of you who have your play sheets, there's plenty of blank pages where you can take notes, or you can just do this in your own journal. But we want to ask you, what are some of the techniques that you learned during the summit that you may have started to implement in your life? And then what were some of the results that you received? So there had been a few testimonials coming our way via email as well as on the Facebook group. And I'm going to be sharing one of those later, which was really, really exciting. Oh my gosh, I honor this sister so much, and then witnessing her transformation through this whole summit. And so these are some of the prompts that I would like for you to just think about and start writing on. And we are going to move into a breakout room together. So we're going to all have an opportunity to share with others who are here on the call. And so this is your prompts for the breakout rooms. And Heather is going to add that into the chat. So what came up for you since the summit? What really came up for you? And maybe perhaps explaining that dip. And then was there a notable change, that a shift from pre-summit to post-summit? And how might you be navigating your life differently as a result of experiencing the summit? For those who weren't in the summit, you can write this or explain this as just going through the 1111 portal. So Andrea is going to put you all in breakout rooms. And hi, babe. So let's put
Would you like 3 to 4 participants per room?
yeah, I think 3 is going to be good.
Okay, and then before we do that, I was wondering if you could share that screen again so that they can take a photo, because the chat actually won't translate when we go into breakout rooms.
Yes, indeedy, we can do that. So here we are. What came up for you since the summit? Was there notable change for you? How are you navigating life differently from pre-summit to post-summit? And then again, those who weren't a part of the summit itself or were a part of the live event, you can explain from that perspective, or just pre or post 1111 portal. So let's do 3 people each, and we'll make the breakout room. Let's give them 10 minutes so that everybody gets 3 minutes to share, and that you got 1 minute of wiggle room. So I invite somebody to become the timekeeper. Like as soon as you go into the breakout room, somebody could say, I'll be timekeeper. And you just set timer for 3 minutes and let the first person share. And then you're going to get a 1 minute warning before it's time to come back into the main room. So, all right, beloveds. Yeah, please just share authentically. This is a safe space. That part is not being recorded once you go into the breakout rooms. So just share from your heart and see what comes up for you. And we'll see you on the other side. Yeah. Welcome, beloveds. Thank you so much for coming back in. I would love to hear some of your breakthroughs, some of the things that you brought up in your share. If you'd like to start sharing in the chat, or you're welcome to raise your hand. You can like physically raise your hand, or you can use the reactions on the bottom of the screen. You just hit reactions and then hit raise hand. Yeah, welcome back. Oh, cool. Heather has something to share. Hi, Heather. How you doing?
Hello. I'm doing good. I'm doing great.
Yeah, amazing.
Yeah, I've had several breakthroughs. And in the beginning, you had mentioned there was a prayer, and a prayer was, what is your prayer for your family? And a prayer for my family was actually for my partner. My partner's been working so hard for our family, and he's kind of like stuck in the matrix of like working hard to make life happen. And he doesn't quite understand what many of us understand, how important it is to work on our frequencies and work on a frequency level so that we can speed up, and not have to work so hard. And so, yep, he and I have misunderstandings about how we spend our time.
Uh-huh.
And really, I have been praying for just a shift in this, so we could be on the same page, and that he cannot work so hard, and that he can see that the work that I'm doing on my inner work and the work I do for the community and to be of service, how important it is.
Yeah.
And I haven't quite seen that shift yet, but something really special happened. I shared this prayer with my son, who was there with us in person for the retreat and watching the 11:11 stuff and being a part of it. And I shared this prayer with him for Bobby, my partner. And when we returned home after the retreat, he shared with me a text that he sent to Bobby, and it brought me to tears, because he'd never reached out to Bobby in this way. And he shared to Bobby, he said he just thanked him. He thanked him for all his hard work and showed him so much appreciation and love. And the response that Bobby gave was, "Thank you so much." And it was a big lesson for me, because I was falling out of appreciation because I was stuck in frustration. And I feel like, the energies of the weekend were all about doing your inner work, and I need to be in a state of appreciation for myself and not frustration. So it helped, the interaction between the two of them really helped me to remember to stay in the appreciation for him wherever he's at, and to just focus on me.
Yeah. So thank you for sharing that. And it's such a good reminder that my mom used to say things like, you can lead a horse to water, but you can't make them drink. Right.
Mm.
And so really it comes down to our work. And when we do our work and our inner work, and we shift our frequency and vibration and raise it and start living our dreams and, being in service and feeling really good and fulfilled in that way, then that vibrates out into our family, and they can't help but be affected by it. Whereas if we're sitting in frustration or impatience, or because that's something that I struggle with my son. I get really impatient if I have to ask him to do the same thing over and over and over again. And yet it's not, he's going to do what he wants to do. Right. And all I can do is help guide and be in my highest self and operate from integrity and show him by example what happens when you actually do something that you say you're going to do, or you fulfill a task. And then he sees that and he's like, oh, so you mean I actually do that, then I get this, right? Like I get this result, or I get this treat, or whatever it is. So Bobby will be guided by you when you are just living in your highest frequency. So yeah, just keep doing your work, honey.
Thank you.
Yeah.
Beautifully said. I appreciate you so much.
I love you. Amazing. So would anybody else like to say, oh, Linda Joy, amazing. Hi, sister.
Hi, sweetie. I just would like to thank you so much for just such a beautiful weekend. I was sharing in the group that over the 3 days, I only caught snippets of, being online because I was moving around a lot. Though being at your property was just so grounding for me. And it was just so beautiful. It's like this energy vortex. And since I arrived in the country, I've been bouncing all over the place. And so the last weekend was like, whoa, my time to just come back into my body and on Sunday morning, because I woke up early, I did my own little retreat, up in the dome, and journaled and meditated and just watched the sun come up. And it was just so beautiful and quiet, though. Yeah. Thank you so much for having me. And it was just such a blessing to meet all the other beautiful souls at your place over the weekend and hang out and just have some heart-centered conversations. So much love and many blessings. Thank you, sister. Thank you.
Oh, thank
Yeah.
you. Yeah, you were like one of those little extra cherry on top treats. I was like, who is this delightful being? Yeah, about the third of the people who showed up, I didn't actually know who they were in person yet. And so, again, it's about creating that container and the community comes, right? So, having
That's
an
right.
intention, same thing, creating your dreams is like having that intention, setting that goal, and then it comes. So, yeah, I just had this open how can I say, open invitation energetically to call in those who are meant to be here at Joy Oasis. And you showed up, and you showed up in such a big way, and you helped in so many ways. And I'm just so grateful to have met you, sister. Thank you.
Thank you. Thank you. Yes, I look forward to getting together again. So we will play.
Yes, indeed. Please. I would love to have a Sacred Success session with you too. So yeah, let's
Okay.
tune in together.
Yes, we'll set that up. Okay. Thanks,
Amazing.
love.
Yeah. Anybody else like to share? Just go ahead and raise your hand.
I'd like to tune in right following up on Linda.
Sure.
Leora, because I actually am one of the people that got to sit in the dome just with Linda and drop in with her and had never met her before. And so I wanted to echo that, you know, how these containers create that space for the connection. And one of the things I just thought of as you were talking at the end there was, you know, there, for those who don't know, I've known Anistara for like decades, something 15 years, but just haven't really made it to your parties. I've made it to a couple and not last year. And so I remind myself that it's not just me going for what I'm going to experience, but it's me going for what I'm gifting into the space. Just like you were just thanking Linda for, you know, what she brought in there. And like, when we all show up, we're all able to contribute in that way, whether it's online or in person. But there was definitely this year for me, there was an absolute like I gotta get in the car and get there. So, you know, my takeaways were definitely like, I would say the number one word is reminder. That getting online, I missed Thursday, but tuning in on Friday and Saturday online was pretty much crucial for me right now. In lifting me up and just plugging me back into certain sources of information that, or ideas, concepts that I've heard about for years or I've known about, but needed reminders and needed to see and hear people talking about it and remind me that I'm not alone in my little world over here. And so that was really my big takeaway from the different talks that all had, you know, different information. And then showing up in person was just going back to my old community and seeing old friends and being on the land. For anyone who hasn't been to their property at Joy Oasis, if you can, do, because it's one of those experiences where you get to go and hear the silence of nature. I mean, when I showed up, all I heard was lots of music, but I knew the silence there since I've been there before. So I was really looking forward to the next morning when all I heard was like, no cars, just the redwood trees and that opportunity to connect with the land. And the sound healing that Ian did was really outrageous. You know, the energy that Hart and Ian brought by driving so far from Ashland and Shasta and his Tibetan bowls. Yeah.
Amazing. Thank you so much for your presence and sharing your voice and your music in the dome. I didn't get to experience it, but I had many people come to me and be like, "Oh, Leora had this beautiful song and she was sharing from her heart." And it was so beautiful to hear people say, "Oh yeah, there's like acoustic music happening in the dome right now." And in that moment, I was in the middle of something, but you brought your gifts and you brought your energy of to the land. And I just so appreciate that. Thank you, sister.
Yeah, if I may just add, thank you, because I didn't even just say that. I was talking about everything else, but it was initially like White Bear and I have known each other since the 90s, and we were like, oh my God, we need to play guitar together. We're in the same location. We used to play together all the time, but we hardly see each other now. So we were like, okay, like take the guitars up to the dome, and we kind of announced it at the campfire on our way up, and
Yeah.
then people were in there and more people came, and that's exactly what happened. Was that there was this heart-centered awe, amazement, and then other people shared, including people who weren't as comfortable sharing their voice. So yeah.
Thank you, beloved. I appreciate you. Thank you for sharing. Oh, yes, I see Michaela in the wings, and I just want to acknowledge that Susan is here now. Beloved Susan, Michelle, Emma, Carla, Natasha. So happy you're here, ladies. Yes, Miss Daisy is here as well. And if you want to bring your voice into the mix, please do so. And hi, Michaela.
Hi, Anistara. Hi, everyone. Wow. What a joy yearning, right? Oh,
Yes.
man. First, my dog's barking right when
It's okay.
okay. Zoe, come here. Out here. Zoe. Does that sometimes. I just want to say how grateful I am to have come and shared and participated and co-hosted with you. It was an amazing experience for me. It was just enlivening and inspirational, and I learned a lot from the other speakers, and it was just, I love that it was live this time. It really had a different essence, flavor being live. It was in real time. Just, I really liked that, and really got to feel the essence of people. Nothing was pre-recorded. It was just in the moment, and I felt a lot of specialness around that. And yeah, everybody was so, again, authentic, articulate, moving, and you really picked a really great crew to come, participate, and everyone who was participating, like everybody was just really involved, and it felt really familial and family and just star kin. So I'm really grateful. I really appreciate it. It was really fun.
Mm. And of course, you, my goddess sister friend, you're just such an inspiration and such a motivational person. And I honor you and the work that you do in the world and what you do for your clients. And I was just so grateful that you helped co-host day 2. Such a privilege always to share space with you. And I want to give you the opportunity right now, actually, to share a little channel download with all of us.
I love being put on the spot. I never used to love it, but now it's really fun because it's like, what wants to come through me in this moment? I would just say, expect surprises. The universe has a lot of gifts in store for us, and these sacrednicities that are happening to us. I don't know if you're noticing, but we're speeding up and slowing down kind of at the same time. And the universe is just showing us like these divine interventions. For instance, I just got gifted the most beautiful Egyptian altar pieces from Elizabeth Kelly.
Uh-huh.
She's I don't know how I was to be the
Your background is blurred, so we couldn't see it.
Oh, okay, let me see.
It's all right.
Then here we go.
There you go. Now it's not blurred. Oh, beautiful. Oh, yeah.
And this, genie lamp. So, it's just do your work, which really means just live in that good feeling, everybody. Try not to get caught up in the content of your thinking and what it means and analyzing it and trying to go too fast. It's really about really slowing down right now. It kind of feels like the Matrix moment where, how they were like going really fast, but it was slow-mo.
Yes.
That's what it feels like right now. So it's just, slow is safe and safe is slow. And what's the hurry, right? Let's take our time and just enjoy every moment as much as we can. That's what I'm noticing. Like, we don't know how long this life is going to continue going for. Like, we could get hit by a meteor tomorrow or a nuclear weapon. We don't know.
Oh.
So that's why it's so important to be in our practice of being grateful of staying in positive energy and frequency,
Yeah.
and just to surrender and let go and enjoy the ride.
Mm.
That's where I'm at. Like,
Mhm.
it's really fun to connect to everybody from this place because I feel like I'm in my heart and I feel safe to be here.
Yeah.
And if I'm feeling safe to be here, because it's taken 50 years to feel like this, 50 years, you guys, but it's happening and it's happened. And I've never felt better. Like, the world is a scary and beautiful place, but I'm home inside of me, and I trust this universal intelligence that's got our back, that's going to support us
Oh.
during this apocalyptic moment. So yeah, I love you so much. And I wish I could stay on for the whole time. My bandwidth is low right now. I'm feeling really exhausted. I think there's like a lot of Schumann resonance and things are
Yes.
happening in the field right now. And I'm just like, I got really dizzy today and it's just been so much. So I
Mm.
will be on for another like till 6 and then I'm going to go ahead and drop off. But I love you all and I'm so grateful. Thank you.
Thank you, Angel. And thanks for speaking to that. Yeah, there's a lot happening in the field right now, and we all need to be gentle with ourselves. So just that reminder again. I'm talking to myself when I say it. I love you, Angel. Thank you so much for being here, showing up always. And for those of you who are interested in the Ascension University, those who are signed up already, Michaela is one of our special guest speakers. So we're going to have a mastermind with her. We're going to dive deep into our languaging and how our words hold certain frequencies and vibrations. And when we use the words like should or I need to, it feels heavy and there's weight. But when we get to say, I want to, I get to, there's a lightness to that. And so she's gonna help us shift those words and start shifting, the inner critic and turning it into our biggest cheerleader. And that's part of the process, is catching that negative talk, that self-sabotaging talk, that self-criticism talk, and stopping it in its tracks. So I'm really grateful that Michaela will be a part of that. Yeah. All right, beloveds, I wanted to share something with you. This is something that was brought to my attention during a course that I took this summer, and it's called the 15 Conscious Leadership Commitments. And I wanted to share it with you because I felt a deep resonance with every single one of them. Oh, my slides are just kind of moving around there. And I wanted to share them, but I also wanted to share it on a deeper level and not just one statement. So I'm going to actually open the website and show you here. Here's the 15 commitments. You can find it at Conscious Leadership Group or conscious.is. And so part of stepping into our New Earth leadership is that we commit to taking full responsibility for the circumstances of our life, physical, emotional, mental, and spiritual well-being, and committing to supporting others to take full responsibility for their lives. So the way that this is written is that there's an above the line is the black and below the line is red. And I don't want to read the red ones, but you'll see here that it's the opposite. Like this one is, I commit to blaming others and myself for what is wrong in my world. Right? So the second commitment is, I commit to growing in self-awareness. I commit to regarding every interaction as an opportunity to learn, and I commit to curiosity as a path to rapid learning, right? And then you can see the below the line. So how many of you feel like you might be below the line on some of these things? During our Ascension University, we're going to make sure that you're accountable to staying above the line, and we're going to be in our sacred container and gently call each other out when something is below the line. And that way we can all rise into our leadership by staying to these commitments. Number 3, I commit to feeling my feelings all the way through to completion. They come and I locate them in my body and I move, breathe, and vocalize them so they release in all the way through. So this is all about making sure that you commit to feeling your feelings and you move all the way through them. One of the 12 principles of Eden, which is a conscious couples community my husband and I are part of, it. One of their principles is seeing it all the way through. and what's in the way is the way, right? So if you have a feeling you're hitting resistance, something's happening for you, you want to work it all the way through, and you want to, face it, because what's in the way is the way. So number 4, I commit to saying what is true for me. I commit to being a person to whom others can express themselves with candor. So somebody that people can confide in, and that you're trustworthy. Number 5, I commit to ending gossip. How big is that? How many of you have gossiped in the past? I know I am guilty of this, and I took a stand about a year and a half ago, and literally there were certain people in my life that's what they did. Every single time I saw them, there was a gossip ring around them, and I was like, if they're talking about people like that, I wonder what they're saying about me. And I came to completion with those relationships, and I have felt free of that for quite some time now. So committing to ending gossip, talking directly to people with whom you have the issue or concern, and encouraging others to talk directly to people that they have an issue or concern with. So important. Gossip, it will just put us in the grave early. It's not good frequency to hold. Number 6, I commit to the masterful practice of integrity, including acknowledging all authentic feelings, expressing the unarguable truth, and keeping my agreements. Integrity is a pillar of the Ascension University, and I invite each and every one of us to step further into our integrity. Number 7, I commit to living in appreciation, fully opening to both receiving and giving appreciation. Again, that gratitude practice, it's so key. Number 8, I commit to expressing my full magnificence and to supporting and inspiring others to fully express their creativity and live in their zone of genius. So when we are all in our zone of genius and we delegate the things that aren't our genius, and we give it to people where that is their genius, gold. Heather loves making graphics. She's like, graphics are my love language. I'm like, awesome. I need graphics made. Right? I'm allowing her to be in her genius so I can be in mine and not deal with the little minutia that somebody else can hold. Number 9, I commit to creating a life of play, improvisation, and laughter. I commit to seeing all of life unfold easily and effortlessly. I commit to maximizing my energy by honoring rest, renewal, and rhythm, right? So important. This year, well, let me give you an example. Last year and the year before, I was exhausted by the time 11/11 happened. I needed like a month break just to sleep. And this year, I committed to having my 8 to 8.5 hours every night, and I feel fine. I went through the portal, relaxed, calm, collected. I'm healthy, I'm happy, I'm whole, and I don't feel exhausted and overwhelmed. So number 10, I commit to seeing that the opposite of my story is as true or truer than my original story. I recognize that I interpret the world around me and give my stories meaning. So this is really important, because below the line is I commit to believing my stories and the meaning I give to them as the truth. So we're going to work on that inside the Ascension University, and really disentangling from the meaning that we've given our stories, whether it's a past trauma or something, really terrible happened that you've given meaning to. You can move into a place of that happened, and here I am now, and I'm not going to give that any meaning anymore. I'm not going to give it any more power, any more energy, because that's giving your power away. Especially if you had an abuser or an assailant or an alcoholic parent, then you're giving your power away by making that story mean anything any longer in this present moment. So we're going to work through those things together in the university. Number 11, I commit to being the source of my security, control, and approval. Yes. Number 12, I commit to experiencing that I have enough of everything. Say that with me. I have enough of everything, including time, money, love, energy, space, and resources. So important. During the university, I'm going to share something that I call the timelessness technique. And you are going to create more space and time in your life than you ever thought you could have. And this is going to be time that you can use for your creative projects, for self-care, for creating more abundance in your life. Number 13, I commit to seeing all people and circumstances as allies that are perfectly suited to help me learn the most important things for my growth. So even those that we butt heads with or we don't resonate with, they are there to teach us a lesson, and they are our allies. They are soul's calling allies. Number 14, I commit to creating a win for all solution. Win for me, win for the other person, win for the organization, win for the whole. And whatever issues, problems, concerns, or opportunities life gives me, right? So win for all solutions. And I am a win for all solution orientated person. So if you're interested in this Ascension University and you're like, hey, I am, but all your butts, let's nip those in the butt and let's talk about it. And let's come to an agreement that's a win-win for all, because if you're interested and you're resonating, you want to be a part of this university, I am a yes for you, and we'll just create the solution. Okay. Number 15, I commit to being the resolution or solution that is needed, seeing what is missing in the world as an invitation to become that which is required. Amazing. So I would love to see some responses here. Yeah, positive feelings. I could use that a little bit. Guilty, right? Guilty of gossip. Yeah. Oh, Emma, it's 2 a.m. in Ireland. Thank you so much for being here, sister. Really enjoyed having you with us. Let's connect. Let's connect on a one-on-one, babe. Okay. Amazing. Judging others and shows where you are at. Much love to them. For those who judge others, shows you where they are at. Yep. Yeah. And a lot of times when people are throwing around judgments or gossip, it's usually something that they need to work on themselves, right? Because you're getting that reflection, and that's our work. So I love this list. Team was totally in the moment. Yes, I saw that one. Take full responsibility. Thank you, Heather, for adding those to the chat. Yeah. I have enough of everything. Let's say it again. I have enough of everything. Yes. Amazing. All right. Good. Yes. Releasing meaning of stories is a big one here, especially when the other person involved is likely never going to understand the same perspective. We can share our hearts with somebody. It's their choice to accept what we're saying, and vice versa, right? So we need to honor their perspective and where they're at as well. And we might not always meet eye to eye, and that's okay. That's okay. And having that that empathy and that compassion for yourself, that you're not going to always align with everyone. So, yeah. Got a big yup here. Okay, amazing. All right, beloveds. So I wanted to take another moment here to just drop into our breath. I want to tune into, is there something in your life that you would like to feel free of? Is there something that you would like to surrender and let go of? Just picture that in this moment right now. Is there something in your life that you would like more guidance and support through? Picture what that is now. I'd like to work on this, or I'd like to accomplish this, whatever it might be. Picturing that now and just holding that in your heart for a moment. Is there something that you would like to receive clarity about? Is there something that you would like to receive clarity about? Yeah. Okay. So we're going to take these 3 things. That made me laugh. Hell yeah. Plenty to let go of, get clear on, etc. Yes, indeed, there is. Okay. So maybe it's not just one thing. Maybe it's multiple things, but we're going to hold those thoughts for a moment. We're going to put them into the pot. We're going to put them into the cauldron right now as a collective. And we're going to hold these. And we're going to say a prayer right now in this moment. Archangels, ascended masters, ancestors, past, present, and future, please hold these prayers, these intentions, these confusions, this pain in my body, these things that I would like assistance and guidance with. And I'm going to hold them up to the light right now. We put them all in the cauldron. We're going to lift them up to source, and we're going to hold them there and just say, please take these. Lift these from me right now. Allow them to feel lighter, freeing us of the burden of these in this moment. Sending these wishes, prayers, and intentions for what we want to let go of, and sending them to source in this moment. That we can be freed of the weight, of the chains, of the ropes, of the things that are weighing us down and holding us down. We have to have a willingness to want to let them go, to let go of the stories of the blame, shame, and criticism, or the vicious cycle of, well, I was abused, so this, or I had an alcoholic parent, so this, or I had an abusive husband before, so this, and so this is no more. There is no more reason for it. And we're gonna, as we send this up to source, we're gonna ask what we do want in this moment. Healing of the pain in my body. Healing and clarity around the thing that I'm confused with. The idea of freedom and liberation. The idea of feeling this burden being lifted from my life in this moment. And then calling in the clarity of mind, the clarity within my spirit realm, my field. That each and every thought and action is guided from on high. That I listen to my inner guidance and intuition and inner guidance system so that I can take that next step forward, that little baby step, that next baby step, that next baby step, that leap, that giant leap, that quantum leap into my future self, where I accomplished that goal, that dream, that desire. And we're going to fill that cauldron, we're going to fill that chalice now with those things, with those intentions, with those prayers. And we're going to bring that down into the collective here now, so that we may all receive them. Happy, healthy, whole, happy, healthy, whole, happy, healthy, whole. Pain-free, guilt-free, blame-free, shame-free, criticism-free. Happy, healthy, whole, empowered, inspired, motivated, ready to rise, ready to rise, ready to rise, ready to rise. Yes, and so it is. And so it is by the power of 3, and so it is. Thank you. Yes, amazing. All right, beloveds. I have something really special I want to share with all of you. How are you feeling after that? I want to hear it in the chat. So I want to see I'm going to share something with you really, really special. Give me a second, just some water here. We have an incredible sister here in the house that shared in the Facebook group one of her magical stories. She shared many stories in the Facebook group, and I want to acknowledge Kayla Casey for stepping up, being bold, being courageous, and sharing multiple times in the Facebook group. She followed through, she played the game, and she also had this really powerful testimonial. And so she was experiencing a growth on her wrist and found out that it was a ganglion cyst, and determined that she did not want to use 3D Western medicine intervention. And during her experience on the 11/11 summit, she, through the transmissions that were occurring, as well as the presentation and the beautiful codes that we received from Reverend Debbie Grace and Simon Hinton, she felt and saw a noticeable difference on the cyst on her wrist. Within 4 hours, she said it was 75% smaller. Amazing. I mean, come on, 75% smaller. Kayla, are you here in the house still? I would love to see. Are you here?
I am.
I'd love to bring you up, sister.
Yeah. Hey, that's a great write-up. I did pretty good with that. And you edited it pretty well.
I did edit it down a little bit.
Yeah, I just kept going and going and going.
Can you, a short synopsis, tell us the story of what happened?
That was a lot of it, but this has been really since August, and determined, again, the Western medicine, but also I worked with an energetic healer for years now, and so many things have proven to me that they're not physical, from swollen, just tons of stuff.
Yeah.
And my first inclination was to go to him. And I'm like, no, man, I can do this. I have the power to do this.
Mm-hmm.
So for a couple months, it's been my focus to heal whatever this is representing. And literally right before the 11/11, I'm like, okay, on Monday, I got to call David because this is getting worse. It's getting bigger. It hurts like heck. And I'll accept his assistance. It's co-created, but we still can do that for each other, and have it more laser focused. And then Saturday night, I'm doing something after the summit, and I'm looking, going, no, that can't. Is that the same size? And I literally took a picture. I went back to the picture I took in October, and it's not the same. And I'm like, what? And then I tried not to fall into that thing that we do of things that are so amazing and miraculous, and then doubt it. Yep. And start then holding the belief of that couldn't have happened. And then it the same thing. So, it was that little awareness thing that I don't know how successful I was in all of that, but it is still here. It's very sore, very tender this week. But I do believe even that's part of the cyst dissolving back into my wrist. And so it's understandable. But it was like, well, I gotta get, I posted so many things to Facebook as part of that game. I'm like, oh gosh, here's another one, but this one I have to put up.
This is incredible. Oh my God.
Everybody. It's like, let's celebrate this as a group.
Yeah.
So,
I mean, that literally is the power of intention, of energy healing, of that you are the creator, and it is possible to heal yourself. So I'm just deeply honored that you share that, sister. Thank you so much.
Oh, you're so welcome. It was fun.
Yeah, amazing. And beloveds, we are going to do so much of this inside the Ascension University, because part of the one-on-one mentorship sessions that I provide to my clients, we do deep work. We go into theta healing. We go into the divine source process, and we go into the the root cause of physical ailments that people experience. And so there's just so much that we're going to be doing together. And so, beloveds, I want to invite you to that. One of the things that Kayla said was that you can't make this up. Like, I'm not crazy. Look, this actually happened. And as I wake up to my higher self and my higher frequency, I am capable of healing myself. So I'm going to give you an example. I had this torn ligament in my left ankle and knee. And as I moved into more embodiment of Anistara, the pain, the chronic pain that I had for 10 years subsided. It just completely stopped. And now I'm exercising, I'm running, I'm doing Zumba. And so I had healing in my body, physical healing that occurred. So how many of you have something that you want to heal in your life? Remember, I already asked you that question. What is the thing that you want to be free of? Go ahead and put that in the chat. I'd love to see it. I'm in to the university. Yes, Leora. Yes, you are, sister. Amazing. Okay. So, beloveds, remember when I was telling you the story of my awakening? And then fast forward, like this happened 18 years ago. And I really went through a dark night of the soul. And I came out the other side learning and studying and deep diving into healing modalities and trainings and certifications and all of these things. And then I began to integrate that work into my business and creating a modality of embodiment through Kundalini hoop dance and my hoop company, Holistic Hooping. And then I traveled the world teaching. And then there was this moment where I knew that my business was coming to an end soon. And then lockdown happened. It was like I had this premonition that that was going to happen, or I didn't know how it was going to happen, but that my business was coming to a close. And I felt that and I knew that. And so lockdown happened and suddenly I didn't know what I was going to do with my life. Everything that I had built depended on live events, retreats, special events, festivals, because that's where I taught and performed and created my business and taught thousands of people this embodiment practice. Suddenly, I didn't know where I was going to make my money. My husband and I were going in a really, really downward spiral in our relationship. Like we really got to the point of like almost divorcing. Like my son, we didn't want that for our son. We both had come from a broken home. And we didn't want that for him. And so it was really important to us that we work through this. And we made a commitment. We made a commitment to get through it. Remember, what's in the way is the way. And seeing it all the way through. We learned this by joining Eden World. We began reading books together. There was one called Argue Less, Love More. And that one just kind of opened us to the possibility of working through what we were going through. And then we had a relationship coach that stepped in and helped us. And we were with her for 3 years. And I look back at that time. I look back at that dark time and I'm like, how did we get out of that? And I just remember now all the tools, all the support that we looked for and found. And part of that was about being in a community, the Eden World community, specifically for our coupleship, and not trying to just hold it together, but we all held it together, that we are a community that is about our coupleship and honoring our coupleship and processing things together and learning and growing together in a sacred container. And I really sat with that and I said, you know what? I want to do that too. I want to be in service to awakening souls who feel like they might be going crazy because they have these big dreams that other people think they're nuts for having, or their family doesn't accept them, or they just feel out of place because they're different. I've always been the rainbow sheep of the family. I don't like to say black sheep, but rainbow sheep of the family. And I said, I want to do that. I want to be in service to those who are feeling that or moving into the next chapter of their life, but they're confused on what to do next. And so I really, really worked on what it is that I had to offer. And I began to see through many years of practices and techniques that I started to have this modality. And that is what I'm offering during the Ascension University. And that's the Ascension Integration Technique. And it's about integrating our higher selves for highest and best timeline and stepping into our leadership, getting clear, feeling confident, feeling free, knowing that we're empowered creators of our life. And that is the container that I'm offering to all of you. So you can go to the website. Actually, I would love to just drop that in the chat again, because for those of you who might not have been there for the summit, you can look in the chat. Or if you're watching on your computer, you can use your phone and use this little flow code right here. You just hover your camera over the flow code and it'll open the website. And there you will find my message to you and the beautiful course offerings that I have to share with you. And so, in fact, I'm going to actually quickly just open the website. Let's see here. Hold on a second. Because I want to share it with you right now in this moment, actually, because nothing says it better than what's already here and created. So, beloveds, it's a 14-week online journey to get empowered, clarify your purpose, and rise into leadership. And if you're ready to shift feelings of confusion and self-doubt into clarity, confidence, and freedom, this is the container to do it in. And we're going to transform any of your challenges, struggles, and problems into your newer superpowers. And I explained this a little bit in the summit. So if you watch the replays, if you weren't there live, for instance, my hearing loss allowed me to be more clairaudient, and I can hear my messages that are meant for me to hear. And when I have that muffled sound and the ringing in the ear starts to occur, I know to immediately pay attention to my surroundings, that there's something that I need to pay attention to. And so that has become a superpower for me. Here you'll find my welcome message. Become the luminary you are called to be. Yes, who wants to become the luminary that they're called to be? Right? I mean, I want to feel worthy in sacred power. I want to feel seen and heard and supported and discover how to feel more fulfilled in my life. So this tells you a little bit about what the program or who the program is for. It's for light workers tired of aiming to fit in and visionaries who stop when playing small. So you can find out more here. This beautiful site that my beloved dream team helped me create. So imagine what it would be like. Imagine what it would be like if you could live an extraordinary life that inspires others, that you can stand in your sovereign power, that you can feel like you're on purpose and aligned with your mission. I mean, this is me being in alignment with my mission and my purpose. I am here to be in service to you. Who wants to know that they're becoming who they are meant to be, right? That no box is going to hold you in any longer, that you are ready to refine and redefine and refine your life and step into your power, step into who you are boldly without any questions, knowing that you can shine your light brightly and that you can create income doing what you love. We're going to workshop that. We're going to really get to what it is that's going to bring you abundance and resources, doing what you love and making sure that your cup is full, because none of us can be in service if our cup is empty. And so it's so important to make sure that you fill your cup and that you do it with everything that lights you up. And as we're going through this journey together, it's a 7-week journey. It's a 14-week journey, but we'll be journeying through 7 portals. And there's 7 different portals that we'll be moving through. And so the Receive Love portal is the first portal with our group coaching call. And it's discovering the #1 way to transform disconnection into safety, belonging, and support. And so you can read here more about the embodied love method, our true nature practice, and the connection formula. And then who wants to discover their superpowers? Again, I am so alive in transforming anything that you consider a problem or a challenge or a struggle into your superpowers. And so there's going to be several ways to do that. And then also reclaiming your sovereignty. You are going to own your inner authority and discover your worth. We're going to work through unworthiness, any feelings of not having value, opening your throat chakra, knowing that you can speak your truth, become a public speaker. If that's something that you are invited into doing and becoming, we are going to create that. And with the ICU practice and the divine source process, you are going to step into a whole new chapter of your life empowered. And so you're going to also learn 4 proven steps to create your space and time. Remember, we talked about the timelessness technique earlier. This is where we're going to start moving into that during Portal 4. And I can go on, but you want to live your bliss? Who wants to live their bliss? Let me hear it in the chat. I want to live my bliss, right? Who wants to unleash their creative muse? Who wants to receive abundance and resources while creating fun and fulfilling projects? I know I do. And who wants to create freedom? How to become a New Earth leader and live a fulfilling life anywhere in the world? It is all possible. You are capable of creating whatever it is that you choose to create. And I would love to be in support of your mission and your purpose. And that's what this container is for. And I'm just so grateful because several women on this call have already said yes to the container. And I want to celebrate each and every one of you. So let me pull this up for a moment. And let me find it because I have it here. There they are. All right, beloveds, I am literally celebrating right now in this moment with all of you. Boop-a-doo-doo. Here are the women who've already said yes to this container. Congratulations, Heather Hansen, Leora Sarchek, Wendy Frades, Daisy Blinko. Oh, also Lily Woodland just said yes. I think that's her last name, Lily. Yay, Lily. Oh, and I definitely have some other ladies on the sideline right now. So I am really looking forward to seeing who else is going to step into this container and be empowered with each and every one of us. So for those of you who are feeling the call, you're feeling it, you have a desire to speak with me, please book a Sacred Success session with me. You can use it. The link is in the chat. Or again, you can scan this code on your phone and it opens a Google Calendar and you can book your session with me. Also, I want to remind you that at the end of the 14 weeks together, we have that virtual aspect of it, but we're going to end with a live retreat here at Joy Oasis. So that beautiful dome that those ladies were speaking of in the middle of the redwood trees, we are going to gather together here at Joy Oasis so you can have time away from your life, away from traffic, away from the sound of cars, and just be in the quiet of nature and really have that opportunity to drop in together as a community and share meals together and slumber party together. And we are just going to have a beautiful, intimate gathering of like-minded hearts and souls to complete our container together. So I look forward to creating that with all of you. For those of you who are interested but want to know the dates, we do begin with opening ceremony on the 21st. So that's next Tuesday. And there is an opportunity for us to tune in maybe one more time before Tuesday. I am going to have a live stream on Tuesday morning. And then I'm going to be interviewed for a podcast Tuesday afternoon. And then we have an opening ceremony on the 21st. So I'm inviting you, beloved awakening souls, come and join us, become the luminary you are called to be. This program is for you if you are these things, and even if you're just a starseed ready to fulfill your mission. So I want to invite you to take a look at the website. You can use the flow code here. You can see the schedule there as well. And yeah, and remember too, you can also make money becoming a certified Ascension integration mentor. So what this means is the level 1 course is for you to have the experience of the Ascension integration technique so that you can really experience it on your own and know what it feels like to go through the process. And then the level 2 course is when you can become a certified Ascension integration mentor. And that means you can take that information, you can share it with your clients, you can integrate it into your coaching business, you can share it at retreats, you can begin to monetize and utilize this modality to share with others and create abundance in your life doing so. Because that's the intention, is that this university grows worldwide. And the only way to do that is for all of us who've gone through the container to share this work. This work is for all of us to share with our beloveds and our community and our family so that they can become empowered and confident and free. Who wants their own family and community to have these great gifts, right? Yes. Awesome. Amazing. Thank you. So let's just take a deep breath for all of that. My goodness. So for those of you who might be asking, so what's included? And I don't feel like I need to go through every single little tiny piece of this, but I did want to share the website again. This is where you're going to find everything that's included, including the bonuses, being able to pre-register for level 2 at a discount, being able to pre-register for our Egypt trip, our pilgrimage next year to Egypt to be at the Temple of Isis on 11/11. And so this is everything that's included in the program. And right now we have our extra early bird special. I've extended it. So it goes until midnight tonight, ladies. Midnight tonight. You can still receive your extra one-on-one Ascension mentorship session with me. And you can save your spot right now for as little as a deposit of $555. So be sure to go onto the website, just save your spot with your deposit. And if you want to book that Sacred Success session with me, we can talk about it. Again, I am open to you asking any questions at all. There's no stupid questions. If you're like, hey, I'd like to create this, and here's my situation, and this is what I would need to create it. Remember, I am a win-win-win solutionary person. So let's just get on a call and see how we can create this for you. Because if you're a yes in your heart, then I'm a yes. And let's just make it happen. So each and every one of you have a different agreement with me at this point. And so I am open. The temple doors are open for you. So let's just create something that's win-win for all of us. Amazing. So yeah, go ahead and book that Sacred Success session with me. The link is in the chat. For those of you who are watching the replay, the link is on the Summit dashboard. If you're watching this on YouTube, I'm going to also add the link in the comments below. So how's everybody feeling? How is this landing? I want to know. I really do. Yeah. Cool. I'm seeing some smiles. Thumbs up. Yes, thumbs up. Just booked a call with you next week. Amazing. Congratulations, Linda Joy. Yes, Heather and Daisy is already in. I do want to let you know, ladies, that I have a heart of philanthropy, and I believe that everything that I receive is a gift from the universe, and that I like to share that with others. And so I have a commitment to reciprocity. And what I mean by that is that each and every one of you who pays for your tuition, a portion of that is going to go to Charity Water. And each contribution from a full paying tuition will go to 4 families receiving water for an entire year. And my goal, our goal here at the Ascension University, is that we actually provide drinking water for 111 families in need. So I invite you to be in the reciprocity with me and to be able to share this, because all of us need healthy drinking water, and it is my greatest wish and desire to provide this. So I want us all to take a moment to repeat this after me. I want to see all of your faces as I say this, and we're going to say this aloud together. Are you ready? Are you ready? Okay. I am an empowered and sovereign being. I create the life of my choosing. Yes, I see you all saying it, but I can't hear it. It's okay. I am living an abundant
and
fulfilled life.
life with purpose.
Yes. I am living my dreams awake and sharing it with
others.
Yes. Oh, beautiful, beautiful, beautiful. Amazing. And you are an abundant and empowered person. And I'm here to tell you that. I'm here to remind you of that. I'm here to be a big cheerleader for you. And we're going to do this together. We're all going to rise into leadership together. All right. Deep breath for all that. Okay. So someone in the chat asked for the website link, please. They can't scan the code. Can you drop that in there, Angel, again? Thank you. Yes. Love it. 1111, 111, 1111 throughout your work, including Zoom password. Exactly. Claiming it. Claiming it, says Diana. Kayla Casey, Wendy, love the whale. Oh, incredible. All right, beloveds. So I just want to drop into that prayer field again. Just holding the highest and best intentions for each and every one of you who are here tonight, who are on replay, who are watching it on YouTube, that you find the support that you need. Even if it's not here with the university, there are so many mentors and teachers right now. And I pray that you find the support and guidance that you feel called to. I'm holding the prayers that you have in your heart right now for the highest and best good and the highest and best way. And may they be so. And so it is. Yes. And so it is. So, beloveds, I wanted to also remind you that there is an opportunity here for you. For those of you who might not have seen it already, some of you may have, there's still a chance to win a scholarship. So there's a game involved in this, and there's many steps to the game, and I believe that you can do it. Kayla Casey is the first runner-up right now. She's the one who's been playing the game. She's got it all turned in. That game entry form is filled out. For those of you who are feeling the call to attempt to win this scholarship, I'm giving you all the opportunity to turn it in by the evening of Monday, the 20th. So this is worth $3,000. And I know that there are some of you who are feeling the call to be a part of this container and you need a miracle. So here's the chance at a miracle. So I'm giving you all an extended opportunity to play the game until the 20th, the midnight on the 20th, because our opening ceremony is on the 21st. So the game guideline, the game entry sheets are in the chat. You can just hit the link. For those of you who are watching this on replay, they're in the Summit dashboard. You can find them there. And you now have the opportunity to create a miracle yourself. So, beloveds, I'm going to just give us some time here to take a minute. I want to answer any questions that you have. This is your opportunity to open the website, book your session with me if you haven't yet. And I'm here to answer any questions. So does anybody have any questions? You can raise your hand or use the reactions or just add it to the chat. You got to play the game to win the game. That's right, Diana. Exactly. So good. Kayla said, I played the Embody Your Ascension game. This one is still pending. The scholarship. Yes, there is still a couple things to do. Oh, Heather, I'm so excited to learn from you. You're so sweet. Thank you. Does anyone have any questions? Or was that really thorough and it's just very clear?
I would like to say, it's Leora. That was super thorough and super clear. And your website is as well. I'm actually, though, feeling this anxiety about like, who can I invite? I'm like, who are my friends? Where are they? I haven't been very active on social media for a couple of years, but I will post something to, just see who might see it and throw this out to a few friends. But I just wanted to affirm for everyone, like I see there's like 13 of us on this Zoom or so. And so I hope more people who have been listening do join, because I really feel like Anistara has so much to offer right now. Like even just hearing what you shared today about, your challenges in your relationship. Like I don't know what year we met, but I've known you a long time and I've seen you create a lot. And so, I just want to give this testimonial that you really have manifested and created a lot, and that you do have the ability to help other people do the same.
Thank you.
Yeah. And we've created stuff together.
Yes, we have. Yeah, Leora and I used to do fire on ice shows. Because I was a fire dancer. We were both fire dancing and we were both competitive ice skaters when we were young. And so we would do fire dancing on ice skates. It was amazing.
Yes. And we actually, Adina joined us, who was at your land this weekend too. So we actually did one show with the three of us.
Yeah. Very cool.
Yeah.
Oh, thank you for sharing, Leora. I really appreciate that. Yeah.
You're welcome.
Oh, yeah. Ah.
I do have a question in regards to the game, and one of your like more tech savvy people can answer this. So this is a public group, right? Or is it a private group? Your Facebook?
The Facebook group page is public page.
It is public. Yeah. So when someone posts on a public page, like where does it show up? Because my sister, I told the story in the live about just her running across my video. Like, if we're not friends, like who sees that? I was surprised that she saw my recording, because I just assumed I didn't put it out on my feed or anywhere else. So I'm wondering, did other people see all these recordings that I made?
Yeah, I'm curious too, because you did tell the story of your sister seeing it, and maybe it somehow showed up on your timeline, or somehow she is a part of the group. I don't know.
Yeah, I just didn't know if posting in a public group generally on Facebook made it a public post. And I don't think so. So that's what's more interesting to me.
Yeah. You know what I think it is? I think that the magic of the universe conspired to have your sister see that, because
Totally, I do too.
her
But
transformation that occurred from her seeing that.
yeah, I just didn't know if I'm like, was it really magical or was it just an algorithm of Facebook? Either way, it doesn't matter. It was meant to be, but just for my own knowledge going ahead in public groups, I'm like, what am I doing here? Yeah.
Yeah. Well, I just loved how you even explained in one of your videos how you went from self-doubt into confidence just by having the task of posting these videos. So it was a huge shift for you, and I commend you and honor you.
Yeah, I just gave the advice in the group. If it's like, yeah, just do it. You know, do a one take. Don't even think about it. I'm like, I am not going to spend like 20 minutes restarting and starting and restarting. So I did that in the past for other things. And it's like, okay, just like jump in. It's good enough. And it's seen by this group or public, who knows? But yeah, play it. It's really fun.
Awesome. Thank you, ladies. Yeah, yes. Thank you, Kayla. And I was going to say, please, ladies, anyone, all awakening souls coming to the table, go ahead and play the games. You still have the opportunity to win the scholarship, even though the game days or the day games are complete. So yes. Thank you, Kayla. I appreciate you, love. Yeah. So that actually leads me to the next thing I wanted to share with all of you. We have a winner. Congratulations to Wendy Frades for being the day 3 winner. Wendy, are you here? I want to see your face. Are you here? Look, you won these beautiful earrings and the Ascension video vault. Is she here? I want to bring her on. Yeah. There she is. Hold on. Boom, ba-da-dum. Wait, you're muted.
Oh.
Hi.
Hey, that's silly.
Congratulations.
You. That's so silly.
Oh, loved your picture with your crystal ball. And
was it upside down?
It was. It's okay. I think it was sideways even. Sideways or upside down.
I tried all different positions. Did all the different positions. The camera would not do it. So I'm not tech savvy.
Well, we're going to shift that, right? We're going to shift that.
One day.
Taking the course, and you're going to have assistance with this, and our tech people are going to help you become more tech savvy. You're not going to be tech tard anymore. Yeah.
Perfect.
Congratulations, love. Thank you for playing the game, winning the game, day 3, and also saying yes to the container. This is one of the sisters that are going to be a part of the university. Woo! Yeah. I want to give a woohoo to that.
Yeah, do it.
Woo, Wendy.
Get alive.
Yeah, babe. That's the whale she was talking about. I see the whale. Yeah. Awesome. Oh, yeah. Give the whale a kiss. All right, beloveds. And we have another announcement here. So challenge winner is Kayla Casey. Of course it is. This woman played all 3D games and created her testimonial video. And she won the beautiful scarab necklace. This is a coveted, I'm not wearing it tonight, but this is a coveted pendant. Like every time I wear it, people are drawn to it and compliment it. And sister, you're going to get a lot of compliments when you wear it.
Thank you. That's really exciting. And the synchronistic aspect of this, I kind of suspected when I didn't see other people's videos and that this may have been like happening. So I'm really grateful that it is. 48 hours after the summit, I joined the first night of a course, it's called the Sisterhood of the Golden Sphinx.
Ah, yes, beautiful.
And I can't wait once I receive this to like show up on that call going, oh yeah, look at this.
There
So
you go.
yeah, I'm totally psyched about that.
Amazing. Yes. Well, congratulations. You earned it. You did so much effort and work. Not work. Loving effort was put into each and everything that you did. And it was noticeable and so authentic shares. Your testimonial, everything that you had to share was just, it touched and moved and inspired me in a deep way. So thank you. Thank you for your presence. Thank you for all that you shared. Yeah. Oh, you're still muted.
Oh yeah, thank you. I mean, it was really quite a portal. 11/11 will not be the same going forward.
Yes. Well, it is forever in our hearts because now we are part of the 11/11er tribe together.
Yeah, and this is going to continue. I have a free session with Brian Henry tomorrow.
Yeah.
Like, so it just keeps going and going and giving, and it's awesome.
Yeah. Well, part of your prize that you won for the grand prize challenge is that you have that 75-minute laser focused Ascension mentorship session with me. So we're going to book that soon. Awesome. All right, beloved. A deep breath for all of that. Let's give some sparkle fingers to everyone who played the games and Kayla who played all of it. And there's still some pieces of the scholarship. And those of you who want to create magic and call in that miracle to be a part of the university, play the game. Can't win the game if you don't play the game. And so just look at that game entry sheet again. We'll drop it in the chat. And oh, I see Connie is here. Kanjit, welcome, sister. So good to see you. And Natasha and Carla and all the beloveds here. I just want to thank each and every one of you for your presence, for your energy, for your input. And I just want to acknowledge each and every one of you for showing up and for doing the work. Like, it is a big, bold, courageous step to step into a container and just jump in with both feet and do the work. So thank you. I love you. Oh my goodness, beloved. So we're coming to a close here. And after I end the recording, I would love to just open the container for more feed forward and comments, because they are really invaluable to me, to my team. We want to know, we want to hear it. We want to understand what worked for you, what didn't work for you. And so please remember to fill out our feed forward form. The link is in the chat. We're going to put it on the Summit dashboard as well. And remember, we are going to Egypt next year. And so 11/11, we will be spending at the Temple of Isis. It's a 20-day journey. Part of it is 5 nights on wooden houseboats on the Nile, where we stop at different temples along the Nile. And then it culminates on 11/11 at the Temple of Isis, where we have private access to the island for ourselves for 3 hours. So we'll be there together at 11:11 p.m. on 11/11 next year. So I invite you, beloveds, to come and be a part of this and join our pilgrimage. And so you can scan the code here, or you can use the code in the chat. And so remember again, beloveds, that university, we're getting started real soon. So go ahead and open the chat or open the link and book your call with me. And let's just drop in and be together, heart to heart, one-on-one, and come up with the solution to let you say yes to creating this next chapter in your life with guidance and in this sacred container. All right, so let's just close out our evening by taking some deep breaths again together. Thank you, Great Spirit, Creator, Source, Energy, for all of the wisdom, all of the codes, all of the transmissions, all of the messages that we received through this 1111 portal. May we integrate them into our lives so that we can elevate and rise into the next chapter of our life, rise into leadership, feeling empowered, feeling bold, feeling courageous. Let everything that is ours to embody be embodied now. Let anything that isn't ours to hold be released and let go now. Let's bring some energy into our bodies now. We've just had a lot happen. I'm going to do a little shake. Remember that shake that we did with Catherine Bird? Do a little shake, bring some energy into our bodies. Yes. Bringing that energy, feeling that frequency, doing a shake, 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 shake. Feeling that energy, feeling that frequency now. Omnia sanakate and tukuna palate, aring and tokonosa tekeate. Olia shanake atatotos, amnia sotukone tekeatea. Onia shalate, onia shalase. Alia tokona tekea, boria sakata. Boria sakatonia shakatu dalandia toto. Rangete kanya tato. Rumbayas. 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 May you go with love and peace in your heart, compassion, empathy, all of the frequencies that are meant to co-create our new earth together. Community, collaboration, co-creation, cooperation. This is what we're inviting into our lives. May we hold this frequency for our families, for our community, for the world. May our prayers and intentions be amplified and magnified when we are in collective containers such as this. May we walk the path. May we talk the path. May we be a guiding light to those that we love. May we be in service to humanity's awakening and our planetary ascension. May we each know our mission, our purpose, so that we can be the way showers, the change makers, the visionary pioneers, the awakened leaders of our new earth. And so it is. And so it is. Blessed be everyone. I hope that you have a beautiful night and that you carry this into your life. I love you. Until next time. Yes, probably 12/12 is when I'll see a lot of you, unless you're jumping into the container together. And I love you all. Mwah.